right, guys, so we're going over my 2004 Pro Team 185. Did like some modifications to it. We picked this thing up on Craigslist for $1,500. I think I still have the original post. We'll post that up right now and show you guys that I actually got this thing for $1,500. It did have a bunch of stress cracks on the bottom, about 3 or 4 spots that our buddy Ron Belotto down in Mantua Township, which was like 2.5, 3 hours away. He got this thing all welded up and working good. That's the one thing I love about aluminum boats is that, you know, they're a little bit more forgivable compared to the fiberglass stuff. It's my second bass boat. First one was a 92 bass tracker, and then this one's an 04. So we kind of stepped up a generation, which was pretty freaking cool. We'll go over the whole entire boat now. I'll take you guys off the tripod. So we'll go from butt to tip. It's my Mercury 90 horsepower 2-stroke engine. We put the MOTORMATE, and honestly, this thing made it from New Jersey all the way to Florida without it bouncing like crazy. Compared to the one that connects to the trailer, I like this a little bit better. Puts less strain and stress on the actual transom, which that's what's supposed to do. I got these Drapinos from Amazon, and these have been seem to work a lot better than the ones that I previously had, which kind of connected to the trailer. The trailer is a Trailstar. It has one of those removable hitches where you can fold it and whatnot. I honestly think that I should redo this whole entire tongue because it looks like it's flexing now. I'm getting off topic here. The EVA foam, I know a couple of you guys asked about the EVA foam. It's just getting dirty from the motor aspect of things, but other than that, it's holding up. There's no bubbling like a lot of people complain. We did alcohol and sand the crap out of the rear, but I do have it not sticking perfect on the folds on the edges here, but we didn't really get too much of the carpet glue out well when we did it, and the fold, it didn't really matter to me too much because I honestly was going to cut it right here. It's the only area on the back of the actual EVA foam that's not 100% perfect. Our leader seats they've been good. I honestly think I'm going to upgrade to more of a seat that connects to the back here. So it kind of pushes and squeezes that EVA foam and actually has a mount to something instead of kind of just being open on the bottom here. I put this Amazon lid in the center, which I'm probably gonna EVA foam on that, just because it's all right. It's perfectly fine. When I fold up the seat, you could kind of see that underneath it's really not much going on. Kind of just have my aux beam gang switch fuses in there. We still have the LED lights, but they kind of turned into like a yellowish tint on it, and I hate that about that because it was actually this crystal white, and then not too long after it started turning into that yellow film. The gas port, I'm gonna need a new one eventually because this thing's all chewed up. The back here, don't judge me, it's wires all over the place. Not as bad. We put a Johnson pump for the live well. I still haven't even tested the live well yet, but I definitely want to check out that live well plumbing because I have it. I know this is my outlet here. I know my outlet's on the left and the inlet is on the center with that screen. I think the water's coming in through there, and there's probably a crack in the PVC pipe. Had a phone call, kind of threw it off. The flooring, I kind of wish I did the floor a different color just to kind of break it up. I love the snow camo on it. It really stands out and looks good. The only issue is if when you drop a hook or a lure or anything like that, it's kind of hard to find right away compared to something that's like more of a solid color. I'll show you here. The controls, I kind of want to upgrade the controls to something nicer. That's kind of like faded out from 2004. We're running a Pile radio, some quick Amazon link. I actually have an Amazon store that I just opened up, so it'll be easier. You guys click the link and it shows everything back there on what you can use, and there's like a whole list of stuff that I use for the boat. I'm not like A-Dub Jones. If you guys really want to see like some really cool stuff, Tiny Boat Nation and A-Dub Jones is really where I get my inspiration from. Those guys are absolutely mental when it comes to rebuilding boats. This is kind of more my pace, my style. Kind of not rushed, but took some time but I didn't take too much time because I really just wanted to get on the water. If you guys are familiar with like missile cars and drift cars, and if you guys are coming from drift cars, and I'm kind of bringing you to the boat world right now, it's like similar to a missile car. This thing I want to bring into shallows, not thrash it, but I want to make sure that if, you know, we hit something, it's not like a $20,000 or $30,000 boat. But yeah, all the Amazon links I'll have below to kind of show you guys exactly where to get your stuff. I have an 8-gang switch from Auxbeam where you can turn on, I put my bilge here to kind of run a better fuse. And then I ran my GPS settings, my stereo, I did my underglow, my interior lights, my radio. Majority of this stuff's here. Everything on these switches are my live well. My gauges sometimes work, sometimes don't, it depends. I have a Hook 7 HDI on here with my Lowrance HDS 7 up front, where that connects to the actual motor guide trolling motor. I don't really have much back here, just some tools. I got my live well, which I don't know if it 100% works correctly yet. My battery, I have one battery in the back, and then I'll show you guys what's up front. Now that we're here, might as well just jump in the boat, it'll be a lot easier. So here's the rear deck view. Got my radio right here. I got my pile, I believe they're 7-inch. Got my knife for, you know, if any gators or anything gets a little feisty and I need to get out of a sticky situation. My pliers. Right over here, oh, I'll show you. So I got the Noco plug, easy plug, so all you need is a extension cord. It plugs straight up into there. It's kind of where my net sits for right now. I got these latches off Amazon as well. This is the EVA foam I was talking about. The only issue I have, nothing on the deck is coming up besides these actual corners. And as you can see, you could see the actual 3M glue kind of just pulled right off. I feel like that's more my error than anything else, because I kind of just left a black cover on it and it kind of baked. So I don't really, for what it is, I'm not really that mad about it because it's not that crazy of an issue that I saw compared to the other issues that I've seen before. So, oh, shout out to FLIPZCO. If you guys want some captain style hats, they're embroidered and everything, you can pick that up out on a link. I'll put that as below too. Gonna try and have some fishing shirts and stuff like that, and really support the outdoor community when it comes to that. You know, still gonna do some car stuff and drifting stuff, but since we're out in South Florida, it's a lot easier to just pick the camera up and go every single day, all the time. Got my Yeti cooler here. I think I'm gonna get something bigger to kind of fill that gap. I know Costco has a bunch of sales. The carpet glue, I mean the carpet paint's been holding up pretty well. It's faded in some of the areas, but the stuff that don't really get too much sun, it ain't that bad. But this is the one hatch that the EVA foam's peeling on the corners only. The top, there's no big deal. My center is where all my tackle is. Obviously I need to clean that up after a day of fishing. Again, the corners are coming up, but nothing on the actual deck is, you know, bubbling up. Over here is kind of just rod storage, as you can see how it's from the top. Here I have my trolling motor batteries. I'm gonna upgrade into some lithium soon. What we're gonna do is I have these two batteries sitting in this tray, which actually worked out, kind of planes the boat a lot easier. And then I have my breaker right here, my 60 amp breaker. Don't even use the pedestal poles at all. Got my Lowrance, got my Motor Guide XI5. She literally drives the boat 5 miles per hour that I get on the actual lake. It's pretty good, so can't beat that. This I need to fix, because this, I might even just take this thing off, because honestly, it just shakes loose all the time. Don't mind how I mounted this thing. It kind of just, I got tired of it almost falling into the water over there. So I kind of just moved it front of the helm right here. It just makes it a lot easier to know how deep the waters are, especially when it's in the shallows. But yeah, I got my fire extinguisher there. Might make a extension deck here, because I don't know why Bass Tracker put this here. Maybe if you have kids, like my kid was kind of just hanging out right here, and it is like the safest area for him so he could play. So I kind of put the cooler up front, stood on that. Kind of got like a salt life look to it when this is like your bass boat. But yeah, it's not bad. Got some Harbor Freight rope, carbon fiber steering wheel. Majority of the stuff that I've missed, you could find on that Amazon store below. But yeah, guys, this has been nothing but perfect. It was like a budget dream build that I could not be more blessed with, and it's what I have. It's like, as much as I want to buy a brand new boat out here and get like something like a Mako or a Pathfinder or 2400 or something like that, I think I'm gonna hold off, get more fishing videos, get more interested in the live bait fishing, because that's all it is out here in Florida that I've been noticing, especially in the hot summers. It's hard to catch on artificial, or maybe I'm just fishing the artificials a little bit more Jersey style than actual Florida style. And it's something that I gotta learn. This is more a learning curve and a learning process for me. This isn't something that, you know, I do all the time. This, gratefully, I just had couple days off from work, and I wanted to really just showcase this, because this has kind of just been sitting at my sister-in-law's house in the garage as I've been working like non-stop. And yeah, guys, I just wanted to thank you guys for subscribing. If you have any questions below, I know majority of the questions were, how's the EVA foam holding up? Just do it. Like, if you're gonna come here and check out my channel, it was worth it. Going from never having a boat to EVA foam, like, it's not that bad. And you could honestly, you get so many more layers and so many more pieces that you can, anytime something rips or cracks or anything like that, you have no problem. The only thing that I could say is over measure, like measure by like ½ an inch more, because it does, like, I have one little seam right down the center, because when it hits the sun, it kind of just shrinks up the actual boat, or it actually just shrinks up the EVA foam on the wood, and it kind of, you know, expands, and it you know, like it's expanded, and then all of a sudden it shrinks up just a tad bit, kind of like putting a t-shirt in a dryer. So that's really it, guys. I don't really like, I'll start adding more stuff. I think the future, I kind of want to do a Raptor or a power pole in the rear, and I kind of want to put this thing in the salt. Like, there's a lot of intracoastal fishing, and I've never caught a snook before, and I want to. So we'll look forward into doing that. But we're out here, Lake Ida, had my family out, didn't film it because I didn't really do too much fishing. We kind of just opened up the motor. My kid was having a blast. I might have a clip of it, honestly, and I'll put it in here. But please like, share, subscribe, guys. I know there's been a lot of boat content. If you guys are enjoying it, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.